and nothing. So it is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program, coast to coast and border to border on RadioZeno.com. I do know we have at least 2 guests coming up later on in the show. So we at least have 2 that are going to be here. We have a guy who was paid for an interview. And I always love it when the people pay for interviews, because they never send you talking points. They never send you any type of bio information. They never send you anything at all, and they just expect you to make lemons out of lemonade. So that's what we're doing here today on the big program. We added some guy named Leonard Hutchinson. Apparently there's some guy named Leonard Hutchinson who is out there. Who is I had to get a spelling of a name before we went on the air. This guy called me and he was like, I need you to I need to make sure that we are connected, so I need to spell the name for you. I.B. Hutchinson. I.B. Hutchinson. This guy. And we've added 2 people named Hutchinson to our Skype. I.B. Hutchinson. That's who we're going to talk with later today. It is Skype. And I hate Skype. I've always hated Skype. I don't know why. I think it's because it's just not meant to do what you're supposed to do. I guess. I don't know. We have a music submission from Christopher O'Hare, who was supposed to be our guest right now. He sent me 3 attachments. He sent one that is a nun that says, I like Chris. And then a picture of a guy smoking a cigar. Or maybe it's a cigarette. And then a theme song called I Like Chris. So in lieu of the fact that he is not here, we are going to play I Like Chris here on the world famous Radio Z.
I like Chris, he's alright. I like Chris, he's out of sight.
Hot girls cut themselves. Hot girls light fires. Hot girls shoplift shoes. Hot girls are liars. Hot girls starve themselves. Hot girls hate their dad. Hot girls want a following career. Hot girls are bad.
I like Chris, he's alright. I like Chris, he's dynamite. He's dynamite.
Step aside from the producer. Alright, ladies, let me tell you this about a cat I know. His name is Chris. He loves them big, small, tall, and crazy. He'll rock you like a broken baby. Maybe sad, he may be dark. He may just break your hot girl heart. So smack your lips, pirouette, ride the high horse, sexy bitch. Oh, you know my girl, she's off the hook. Baby's got a lot of problems. Maybe if she could learn to love me, I can figure out how to solve.
I like Chris, he's alright. I like Chris, he's out of sight. I like Chris,
I Like Chris. That, of course, is from the artist Christopher O'Hare, who was scheduled to be with us today here on an interview here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. But we can't seem to raise him. Not sure what happened, but we'll figure it out. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to chat a little bit more. In fact, we're going to go through a folder that I have that is music that has just been sent to me. And we will talk about the emails, we will play the artists, we will do all sorts of things coming up here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program here on Radio Z News.
You laughed when you saw America's Dumbest Crooks. Now see the hilarity of the other side of the law on the new show, America's Dumbest Cops.
Freeze! Where are you going with that TV?
Well, I was just taking it back home, officer. Yeah, you see, the store stole it from me. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you can go.
That's all right. Regularly working at this store, and now I'm done. All right.
It's non-stop hilarity as you watch the hijinks of rubes so lame they make Barney Fife look like Jack Webb.
Okay, don't move. I have you covered.
You're not fooling me, cop. Look, yeah, your gun isn't even loaded.
It isn't? Let me check.
So catch America's Dumbest Cops today.
I can see through my leg.
Immediately following America's funniest surveillance videos.
Now there's a toy that will teach your kids the value of hard labor and at the very same time be as much fun and entertainment as the box it came in. It's the new Ant Farm Etch-a-Sketch.
Wow!
From BioFun Toys.
Look at all the ants!
Watch them work on the ant farm. And if they're working too slow, just turn the knob and...
Look, I made them go faster! Go, Ant, go!
And when the ants are done, just shake the Ant Farm Etch-a-Sketch and they start all over again.
Wow, it's like being God!
Ant Farm Etch-a-Sketch. Great for your child's education and his ego.
Start over!
Not recommended by PETA or the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Ants, and we don't care because they're just ants and they can't do anything about it anyway.
The first thing that's on my mind is you got some bad breath.
Are you having trouble with high insurance premiums because of a few dents and dings on your driving record?
Well, no.
I thought so. Now you can save up to 10% off any legitimate insurance company's premiums by giving a third of your weekly paycheck to Reckless Auto Insurance Incorporated.
I drive like a drunken wombat. Can I get insurance under your current policy restrictions?
There are no restrictions. In fact, at Reckless Auto Insurance Incorporated, someone like you would be considered a preferred customer. Here's an even sleazier man to tell you more.
As a man who's been in the business of taking people's hard-earned money since the disco era, I can absolutely give you my personal guarantee that our policyholders' premiums will never ever increase, except for when we raise them every now and then. Guaranteed. The other guy's going to talk again.
To make us your personal auto insurance carrier, call toll-free today at 1-800-RECKLESS-AUTO. And leave off the last auto so you won't be dialing too many digits. Take international and long-distance rates apply.
Welcome to the Unlock Your Wealth Update. Here's Heather Wagenhals.
The death of a life partner is heartbreaking. As we take time to grieve, we must also take time to consider our financial situation and obligations that go along with the loss of a spouse. If your partner was in charge of the finances, then it's time to step up and get involved as soon as you are emotionally ready. First, you must take action in the first month of losing a spouse. Keep up with the bills, collect any life insurance policies, and understand how your health insurance works now with the loss of your spouse. Second, it's the home. Even if your home seems manageable by yourself, ask yourself, can you keep up with the daily maintenance on your own? If in doubt, you may want to consider downsizing. And finally, it's surprising how many people are fooled by loved ones. Adult children have been known to take advantage of their parents' inheritance, pushing all the emotional buttons and pulling on the heartstrings. Beware. For more great resources to help you create unlimited wealth and happiness, visit our website at crackingyourmoneycode.com. I'm Heather Wagenhals. Now go out and unlock your wealth today.
24/7, 365. the number 2 internet radio program according to TalkStreamLive.com. This is the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Show.
It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. We just got finished up trying to chat with Chris O'Hare. He was nowhere to be found, so we just played his music. Well, he is an example of music that I get on a regular basis. Doing this program since, well, officially we did the Sunday radio program, and we moved the show to Sundays in 2007, but I've been doing this Sunday radio program off and on since 1993. This radio program in its current form has been going since 1993 of all things. And KJAG Radio is an extension of our radio program. Much like some of our other internet music streams, EDM Music Hub, Rock Music Hub, Hip Hop Music Hub, Comedy Hub, Christian Music Hub, KJAGradio.com, WKRP.FM, KUBC Radio. Did I miss any? I don't think I missed any. Country Music Hub, that was a good one. And Canadian Music Hub coming very soon, and Pop Music Hub, of course. Part of the Music Hub networks. That's the new gimmick that our digital marketing guy, Seth Stevens, has passed down to us. Music Hub networks. # Music Hub networks. Well, I get emails from musicians, and I've gotten emails from musicians for a myriad of decades, myriad of years, it seems. And so a lot of times I will send people emails. I'll say, hey, let's have you on the radio show. We'll play some music. We'll do some stuff. Let's have you on. And a lot of times they get back with me. A lot of times I get emails, and we will go through some of the emails that I have here today on our... Here's a good one. These are actual emails from actual musicians across the fruited plain. It is 16 minutes after the hour. In about 1 hour, we will talk to a representative from the adult film video production company Royal Empire. And here in about 15 minutes, we will talk to a guy who is paid for an interview. He is paid for a Skype interview. So we will talk to him here in about 15 minutes. But while we were sitting here, we want to talk about some of the different emails that I get on a regular basis. And these emails are very interesting. They are very entertaining, as they say. A lot of them, clearly when you open up the email, you clearly know that they have never heard of me, nor the radio station, nor any of the... never have bothered to do any Googling either. And it's always so interesting. And I get these emails all the time. Now, let's grab this first one here. Now, I have a lot of music PR agencies who send me things. And they actually do know me. They've actually checked out the station. They actually know what the hell's going on. But we got an email from a guy by the name of Jake Turnbull. He is Jake Turnbull, and he is from Europe. And the only reason he is from Europe is because he lists his phone number, and it's a +44 0 in parentheses area code. That is a dialing code for those of you who don't know anything about overseas and how they do telephones. But he starts out with, "Hi there, I hope you're well, ? I've been checking out your radio station and decided to send you an email with my own music, as I believe it would be a good fit. My name's Jake Thomas Turnbull. I'm a singer-songwriter from the Northeast England who has recently moved to London. After the success of my debut single, One More Day, which gained a lot of hype after being aired on the BBC, introducing on radios across Europe and America, and received features on many blogs, I'm now releasing my second single, Do Anything. This will be released on Friday, 22nd of July. The video was released on Friday, which is on the link below, along with the SoundCloud link, which he sends me 2 of these, and we will get to them. Here is a download link for Do Anything, and it's a Dropbox link. He then sends, I hope you like the song and think it would be a good fit for your radio. If you'd like to know more or have any questions, please ask. Furthermore, here are the links to my website and social media. I look forward to hearing from you. Kind regards." Now, here is a lesson on radio in general. Here's how things work. These artists, a lot of these musicians, think that the best way to get a hold of a radio station is to send them massive amounts of spam email. And this is a perfect example. He says, I've been checking out your radio station and decided to send you an email with my music as I believe it would be a good fit. Okay, which radio station have you checked out? That is always the question. Because if you've checked out JiggyJaguar.com, you will see that we play any type of music on Music Monday. If you've checked out Radio Xenu, it's the Sunday radio program. So we play a lot of hip-hop here. Not because I like that, it's because that's what we get for guests. If you've been checking out EDM Music Hub, that means that you are an electronic dance artist. If you've checked out Country Music Hub, that means you're a country music artist. If you've checked out, you see how this works? You can clearly tell that this Jake Turnbull has never checked out any of our radio stations. He hasn't listened to any of them. He is just sending out massive email, hoping that I get this and go, oh, he's been checking out my radio station. This is just absolutely amazing. I'm so glad. No, he hasn't. But we are going to play his video, Do Anything, right now, here on RadioXenu.com.
You light up the room with your smile. What the hell am I supposed to do? All I ever do is think about you. I don't even know if this is real. I don't want to lose you. And darling, when I think of the times that we have shared, yeah, it's only been a month, and I'm sure about you. And if it's meant to be, what am I to do? I'd do anything for you. Now is the time for me to tell you how I really feel and what I want you to. Cause as time passes, I feel you'll drift away, and now I need to know what is too much to say. So what the hell am I supposed to do? All I ever do is think about you. I don't even know if this is real. I don't want to lose you. Oh darling, when I think of the times that we have shared, yeah, it's only been a month, and I'm sure about you. And if it's meant to be, what am I to do? I'd do anything for you. But as we get older, things they change. Oh, as we get older, things they change. Things may go back to the way they were before. You may say it's over. What the hell am I supposed to do? All I ever do is think about you. I don't even know if this is real. I don't wanna lose you. What the hell am I supposed to do? All I ever do is think about you. I don't even know if this is real. I don't want to lose you. Darling, when I think of the times that we have shared, yeah, it's only been a month, yeah, I'm sure about you. And if it's meant to be, oh, what am I to do when I do anything for you? When I do anything for you. Do anything for you.
That's actually a cool song. Do Anything. It is Jake Thomas Turnbull here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program, coast to coast and border to border on RadioZenu.com today. 25 minutes after the hour, we will be chatting with a interesting guest here in a few moments. It will be a train wreck for sure, I believe, because they have not provided us with anything. We don't have anything. I don't know what the hell we're even going to be talking about because they've not provided us with the thing. Not that I haven't asked them to. They just have not emailed. They have not let us know anything. If you're watching the Radio Zenu or you're watching their website, RadioZenu.com, turn into the Biocast sound system for Reggae Fix, Saturday and Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central on Radio Zenu. And also take Radio Zenu on the go with the TuneIn app. It is the Sunday radio program. It is Jigman Freud. We will be getting into our next segment here in a few moments. 26 minutes after the hour. Jake Thomas Turnbull, Do Anything. His latest video. And we just played that track. We will... we thank everybody for being with us today here on Radio Zenu. We are going to take a break. We are going to be back. Oh, by the way, the guy that was supposed to be on earlier, that Charles O'Hare guy, he just called us. He's like, sorry I couldn't be on there. So, thanks. I don't know. It's just the way things are here. We're going to take a break and come back. Who knows what the hell we're going to do when we come back. Well, no, I know what we're going to do when we're going to come back. We're going to have a very awkward interview. It's going to be a little behind the curtain action. It is going to be a awkward interview. That awkward interview is coming up. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience right here in the moment.
Green Baywatch. This week on Green Baywatch, Stan Hasselhoffsky is shaken from a self-inflicted groin injury he got at work. Now, Stan may not be able to go to the Packer game this weekend.
My balls are swollen up like a pair of maracas there. I might miss the big game because of my groin.
Hey, that's okay, Stan. My sister had a rupture in the same place and she can still shovel snow.
Oh, that's great to hear there, Wally. Hey, how about a beer?
Join us next week on Green Baywatch when Stan and Wally muse over Pamela Anderson.
Oh, hey, Wally, look at these.
Ooh, hey, ooh.
She can have my cheesehead anytime she wants.
Yeah, you give her the cheesehead. I'll give her my cheese.
Good one there, Wally. How about another beer?
That's Green Baywatch. Green Baywatch. Only on Tavern TV.
a perfect world, you'd always get to your plane on time. Unfortunately, you don't live in a perfect world, which is why we at Pan United do everything we can to get you on your way, like introducing electric vehicles that speed you safely to your gate.
Out of the way, I got passengers here. Hands up! Dog in the walkway, move it.
Notice we said we get you safely to the gate. The rest of them, who cares? Fly Pan United. And if you don't, watch your back.
When the tents are pitched and the hiking's done and the jamboree is over, it's time for the campfire sing-along and the brew for today's youth. Boy Scout beer. There's no better way to wash down burnt weenies and Girl Scout cookies than America's premium preteen lager. Those campfire stories will get better with every can you drink.
Merit badges? I don't need no stinking merit badges.
So forget the Cub Pack. Pick up a six-pack. Boy Scout beer.
Hello, I'm Rory Jessel, owner and manager of Jerky City, home of the original 2-pound beef jerky, where we always say it's enough to keep you chewing all day. This week at Jerky City, we're keeping our doors open till 12 midnight every night for our annual big jerky sale. So come on in and stock up now on your favorite beef jerky, barbecue beef jerky, teriyaki jerky, sweet and sour pork jerky, cheese jerky, and for the health-minded, turkey jerky. Jerky City. We're a city of jerkies all under one roof, so you don't have to go driving around town anymore. Ask about our new breakfast jerkies, and be sure to sign up for our weekend circle jerkies. Jerky City. Come on in and chew the fat.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kip Marlowe, author of The Entrepreneurs, Success and Sacrifice. If you're interested in starting a business, growing your current one, or just need some inspiration, this is the book for you. Learn the secrets of success from entrepreneurs like Arlene Neen, who just started her 7th company at the age of 96. Order it at ecrsuccess.com or at Amazon and learn 22 stories of ordinary people who became wildly successful. It could change your life.
This is The Risk Takers from Entrepreneurs Club Radio.
Many entrepreneurs start their businesses with a specific product and then introduce it to the marketplace. Not Kathy Horton. This hard-driving lady did it a different way. She founded New Tech by asking a potential customer what he needed. Then she manufactured it for him and sold millions of them. Then she sold the company for millions. What is Kathy's secret of success? She wasn't afraid to compete with the big guys, and she always found the customer's point of pain. The product that her customer, Home Depot, and she invented was a green lubricant that competed with a powerhouse WD-40. That was Home Depot's point of pain. They needed a green product. When starting your business or growing your current one, always remember to find that point of pain. It could make you millions. Kathy Horton is living proof of that.
The Jiggy Jaguar radio program continues.
Welcome back to Radio Xenu. RadioXenu.com. Of course, JiggyJaguar.com as well. And the brand new app. Live on the app today. I got a little secret for you. When we're live on the app. That's the way it is. A little bit of a behind the curtain there. It is 2:32 locally. We are going to get a hold of Yvette B. Hutchinson. That call failed. So let's get a hold of Leonard Hutchinson. That call failed as well. Let's just do this. Let's just call them on the traditional telephone and see if they will pick up the phone. It's a 972 area code. Let's see here. 394. Yes, I'm giving out their phone number over the air. Nothing bad can happen.
The party you are trying to reach does not accept unidentified calls. Please try unblocking your number by dialing *82.
They do not accept unblocked numbers. So, what that means for us, because of course, Skype does not allow Oh, look at that. We're just going to do this. I think they're calling us here. Hangout does not support phone calls. Okay. We are just going to call them. This is the most insane thing in the world. Look at that. Nothing. So we will try to call them again. Oh, how I love Fiverr so much. Oh, how I love people who buy things on Fiverr. Okay. We'll see if they pick up the phone. There we are. I called both the IB Hutchinsons on Skype, and I got nothing. It said no answer and call failed. So I've got you now. If you wanna do it on the regular telephone, or I can call you on Skype. But I attempted to call you guys on Skype a few moments ago via Skype audio, and it informed me that you guys don't accept unblocked numbers. So. O.B. Hutchinson.
No, B.O. B as in boy, O as in olive.
B.O. Hutchinson. Well, let's do this again.
Okay.
We are live right now, and we are trying to get things going with our guest here. There is two of them, so I'm just going to add them both again. And let's see if this works. By the way, we're live here on Radio Xenu, coast to coast and border to border. Also on our app, JiggyJaguar.us, if you want to join us live. We've added both of those again. So we'll see if... did you get anything from us?
Nope, nothing at all. We'll call you.
Well, I've got you now on the phone. I guess they're going to call us. Okay. I don't know what is going on here. B.O. Hutchinson. B.O. Hutchinson. We have sent... Let's call them. Nope, call failed. Okay. Let's try them again. Brandon Hutchinson. Let's try this one. Calling him on Skype. Calling on Skype. Everyone has to do Skype. We actually did. We actually have a really good Skype call coming up at the top of the hour, by the way. I chatted with the guy before we went on the air. He actually knows what the hell he's doing. So... we will talk to him here in a few moments. And B.O. Hutchinson. B.O. as in body odor. As in what I believe this segment is. 37 minutes after the hour. And thanks for joining us here on our big excursion. Our excursion into B.O. Hutchinson. That guy. There we are. Gotcha. Locked you in. How are you?
Hey, Jiggy.
Hey, we got you, my friend.
James.
There we are.
We're here.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No problem. You guys want to hold on just a second here? I will go ahead and put you on hold here on Skype. I'm going to get everything set up, and we'll get off and running. Hold the line here for just a second here, because I want to get them a clean file. Because, well, we just need to get them a clean file. That's just how things work here on our big program. We are going to bring them in, of course, because we have the two computers. We have to bring them in on the old Team Viewer. And while we bring them over on Team Viewer, now I have to do this. Here's the little behind the scenes of all the nonsense that I have to do. What I do here is I have to bring this up here. As you can see on screen, I have to then shrink the deal. And then I have to do this. And if everything goes well, you will be able to see, there you are. Okay. It's a constant process here, and it's shenanigans beyond belief. We've got some great guests with us today here on the broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. Then we'll talk a little bit about why they're here. They know how to do Skype. They've got proper lighting. They look nice. This is fantastic. I remember back in 2007 when we started doing Skype calls, and all we could get was porn stars because they were the only people that knew how to use Skype. So now people of other professions, musicians and authors, are starting to understand how the hell to use this. And sometimes, much like I've done earlier today, I cuss Skype up one side and down the other because it is frustrating as hell. But go ahead and introduce yourselves, my friends, and we'll get this thing going.
We are Haqeem, the alternative rock band from Dallas, Texas. What up?
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about the Texas music scene.
Well, it's booming. We just opened the Dallas leg of the Get Money, Stop Hating tour, which is actually a hip-hop tour. We're the only rock band there. We were very warmly welcomed. We're so thrilled and stoked that they had us there, and I want to thank them for that. We're also doing 4 more cities with them, not limited to Nashville and Miami.
Fantastic. Now, how was the reception out there at the Music Fest?
Oh, the reception was great. Everyone was so open-minded. I think that everybody wanted to hear something different for once in a while, since we're having like a hard rock revival, a grunge revival, like that's coming into fruition right now, not just alone in the music scene in Texas, but also in mainstream pop music. So right now, everyone is welcome with open arms, ready to embrace such, as we're currently celebrating our hit "Don't Give a Damn" when it reached number 41 on the adult contemporary charts, national airplay charts.
Now that is fantastic. We've got Haqeem with us today here on our broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, our Radio Loyalty, Stitcher, and of course the brand new Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store, jiggyjaguar.us. And you guys have, as you were mentioning, you've got a lot of music success on the charts. Give me a little bit of behind the scenes on that.
Behind the scenes. Well, mostly right now, our album Without My Permission is almost finished, 75% finished. Those amazing bassist, Larry here on drums, actually the greatest drummer in Dallas. He doesn't want anybody to tell you that, but that is the greatest drummer. Shelby on guitar. Shelby is very talented and is extremely empathetic as a musician who is able to follow me in a lot of the explorations that I take musically. So, yes, we're totally on point, or like how chicks say, on fleek. So
I still have been trying to figure out what the hell that means, but
it's like your eyebrows are all shiny and stuff, but it's perfect, so it's on fleek. So we're shiny and perfect.
On
so
fleek. Okay. Well,
I've heard it both ways, so I try not to
Who's this
go.
guy? We just picked him up last night. Wasn't that him?
that's Bo on bass. That's also he's in two other bands. He's in 3311 Child and
Ingenious Machine.
Yeah, they're all making waves. They have a relationship with Warner Brothers, etc. So I'm really stoked to have him here on our team, the Haqeem team. And it's been one blessing after another, and we all are super thankful to the Most High, etc., for bringing us along this journey.
well, you guys also have been able to put together a lot of coverage on social media. People just are flocking to you guys all over social media. Tell me a little bit about that success.
Yeah, one thing that I've tried to branch out into, because we're about to start interviewing individually to talk about our different aspects of what we do in Haqeem, is focusing on a lot of opinionated articles. Not that way it comes from a narcissistic standpoint of what it is that I'm talking about or feel like writing an article about has to be what it is that's right. It's basically my interpretation of such that if there is a viewer that would like to, that can empathize with what it is that I'm trying to comment on in elongated blog posts, etc., then that will lead to part of our songwriting process, etc.
Now, tell me a little bit about where you see the band going over the next 6 months or so.
Well, over the next 6 months, we're looking at right now focusing strongly on the writing process, getting everything nailed down, basically getting stage presence, choreography, all that. In other words, we are going to spend this last part of the year doing everything we can to put together a solid, creatively artistic musical product for the fans, so that we can come out there and truly make a statement. We feel as though that the show we just recently did, opening up on that tour, kind of gave us a bit of motivation and kind of lifted us, in a manner that it kind of gave us some excitement, because we were the only rock band, yet they, was really receptive and kind of didn't want us to stop. So
that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. So it just, that right there, it actually made me much more excited, and knowing the core that we have here of artists. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to the fact that when we actually have something really solid and the album finished, that I guarantee the fans are going to truly be able to see the.
Uh-oh. It's either our connection or it's their connection, but we got we've been put on hold, but we're back. You were talking about your connection and their connection, and then we lost connection, which is fantastic. Let's see. Isn't that poetic? They were talking about their connection to the crowd. We had a really good Skype connection. And then we had no connection. Let's see. Haqeem, are you still there? There we are. I think we've got him back. I see him. I hope they can... Can you guys hear me? I think we're back. They've got like a guy sitting in the corner. Is he security? I don't know. That was quite entertaining. They said we had a good connection with the crowd, and then we had a good connection here, and then we had no connection. It's like the jokes write themselves, folks. There they are. I think they can. I can see them. There we are. I want to know who the guy in the corner is. I think he's security. He's got to be security. They've got a bench in there. They've got dumbbells. They've got guitars. I think they've got a heavy bag somewhere in there. Who's the guy behind? The guy behind the bench press there. Is that kind of like the Wizard of Oz? The man behind the curtain.
You hear us?
Yes, I've got you. I can hear you perfectly. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, you'll address who the guy behind the curtain is over there.
We can't be seen.
But I can see you guys, and I can hear you guys, and that's all that matters on my end. And as far as you guys seeing me, it's a debacle because we have 9 computers and 30 things running different things. It's just a mess here. But we've got Haqeem with us today here on Skype, and they know what the heck they're doing with the Skype. I'm glad that they know what they're doing because they need to teach other musicians how to do Skype. We've had other musicians on this show that they call us from dark rooms. I'm like, why are you calling me from a dark room? It's video. Don't you know what you're doing here? This is the strangest thing in the world. That was Mark Torian, by the way, from Soulfly that did that. I'll just out him because he'll never do another interview with us. So we'll just out him here on the here on Radio Xenu. But 49 minutes after the hour, coming up here in a few, we're going to have Royal Empire joining us, and I think we've got him back.
Yes, we do.
There we are.
Hey, I can see you now.
Yes, you've got me. Which in the final edit, this will not be the camera angle you will see. because we've got actually a better camera angle on the broadcast computer. I just had to hook this up so I could actually make the Skype video calls because it wouldn't let me do anything without an actual freaking webcam. But as I was saying, you guys know what the heck you're doing with the Skype. We can see you, we can hear you. It's amazing. My question that I had is who is the guy behind the bench over there? Is that security? Because like he pops up out of nowhere while you guys were adjusting things. All of a sudden, there's this guy, and I'm like, it's the equivalent of the man behind the curtain from Wizard of Oz. Or maybe it's the guy from the window sipping coffee from the old Tom Green show. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Let's take that over, man.
But
he's talking about Christian. No, he's talking about Christian.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Yeah, this Christian, that is Shelby's son.
That's Shelby's son.
He is our moral
Yeah, what's up?
Unofficial member of this band.
Yes.
Yeah, so he is touring with us. Actually, he's just gonna help around a little bit.
He's touring, but he had to sit in the corner today. He's
forgive us, Christian. And maybe you should come out.
But yeah, man, he's the biggest guy in the band, so he does moonlights for his security.
There you go. See, I was hoping because usually what they're silent but deadly. They're kind of like Secret Service. Now, one thing that I was saying earlier before we lost connection, you guys were talking about how you had a good connection with the audience, and I said, and we have a good Skype connection. Then we had no connection. So we're back, and what pick up on what you were saying. You guys were talking about having a good connection with the audience and everything.
Yeah, we had a really good connection with the audience. We didn't know what to expect in regards of being the only rock band, and on top of that, we were the first ones, and the response was amazing. And I think it really kind of got all of us, all 5 of us, excited to whereas okay, now we've got something we can build on, and we've been working on material, writing the material. For the finish up the album, and to be honest with you, we've actually got material for subsequent albums behind there afterwards, which is a beautiful thing for an artist, for musicians, because that's one thing we don't have to worry about is writer's block. So we are looking forward to the fact that hey, we can finish this album here, really gauge it with the fan base. And with amongst our peers and musicians, and it'll help us to be able to know how to really formulate and shape the second album when we start working on those songs. But for right now, we're working on basically let's go ahead and finish writing, putting together a really solid visual, both as well as sonically, a very truly original as well as innovative, creative, artistic product and package, so that when we step out there, you only have one chance to make a good first impression.
Yes.
And so we're going to make certain that the impression we make is going to be a positive one, but also at the same time a very lasting one.
We've got a great series of guests with us today here in our broadcast here on Radio Xenu and also AMFM247.com, as well as our brand new Jiggy Jaguar app available in the App Store, jiggyjaguar.us. And you guys have got a lot of musical influences, I'm sure. Go around the room and give us a little bit of a taste of that.
Start with you.
Influences. Wow. I the best way I guess I could describe myself, Jiggy, first of all, is my saying is funk is my DNA, rock and roll is my heart, metal's my passion. So
awesome.
So my influences expand vastly from everyone between like old school funk, like Reggie Hargus and Cedric Martin of Confunction and Brick, and the late Louis Johnson of the Brothers Johnson, all the way up to the late Cliff Burton, Robert Trujillo, Steve Harris. These are great bands, rock Hall of Famers, bands such as Metallica, and of course I believe Iron Maiden's on his way. And so just everywhere in between, you can think about just various bass players who have influenced me from the various different genres. That's pretty much I can pretty much say that has been someone who has guided me into helping me become and continue becoming the bass player I am. I just like Justin Chancellor with Tool. I slap with distortion, and I do just a whole bunch of various different things, but it's really to kind of help bring that originality, that creativity to it, and not just stay within the so-called coloring book lines of what a bass player is expected to be in a rock band. I like to think outside the box, and I'm really grateful to be in a band with other artists who they play outside the box, and they write outside the box as well.
That's awesome.
Shelby?
I guess in a nutshell, man, I guess around the age of 13 or 14, it had to be the first Halen record that really made my mouth drop open and decided whatever that was, I just what I wanted to do. And from there on, it just really took off. And throughout my life, man, I've come across so many great musicians and so many different influences. It's hard to say. Like we talked about, there is no best. Everyone has something to offer that makes that up.
Yep.
So, there's just too much to mention right now. I love all types of music, and again, I'm thankful and blessed to be a part of this thing with you guys. And so, anyway, peace.
That's fantastic.
Name's Larry. I'm the drummer for Haqeem. I've been playing drums since I was a kid. In church, started out in church, so I played middle school, high school, college, Prairie View and University, in the box drum line. So I've been in high school, drum major in high school. So that's kind of where I got my exploitation as far as exploring different styles. Elvin Jones is by far my favorite drummer, jazz artist. Kind of does it his way.
Yeah.
From there, Dennis Chambers, the pocket stuff, just the whole, now, I never, compact myself in one genre. I kind of want to learn drummer as, all different styles, not to, and the most complicated stuff is kind of what drew me to stuff, but at the same time, I had to go back and learn the basics, learn to read in school, so all that kind of stuff is kind of jumbled together, and still now, I've played in country bands, jazz bands, rock bands. This has just been one opportunity again to display my talents, and I get to play with Bo, which I played with him from different bands. He kind of brought me into the band, so that's kind of been my bridge on from Stevie Wonder to Jimi Hendrix. You name it, I just want to play. So trying to get better.
That's awesome.
Oh snap. Okay. Well, I guess I internalized a lot of pop music from the last 15 to 20 years. Sorry guys. First album I ever bought was Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears when I was 9.
Hey, That's an influence, brother, because
Yeah, and leading up from there, and then I got all cool. Then I started listening to Dido and Bob Dylan. The original ambition when I was 10 was to be a folk singer, so there's a lot of that in there somewhat. And then I internalized a lot of new metal, like Disturbed, a lot of Korn, a lot of Japanese music, like Utada Hikaru, Anasuchiya, Gak, Miyabi, and all of the top 40 rock from yesteryear, Nirvana, Creed, Soundgarden, a lot of Chris Cornell. I love a lot of Chris Cornell's solo stuff. That's pretty much it. A lot of the top 40 rock, a lot of the some of the bubblegum pop, a lot of the pop nowadays. And like right now, I'm still internalizing some of this top 40 stuff, like Demi Lovato, Jessie J. My mentor had me on that. Michael Morales, 5-time Grammy winner. I internalized some of the stuff that he has produced, such as Def Leppard, Selena, Beyonce, all the top 40 stuff. Not that I'm just so hard into the top 40 stuff though, but I can't say that I'm ashamed that it has shaped me as a vocalist from some of the musical choices that I make. And a lot of James Brown and so Patti LaBelle, that crew, like a lot of them. Oh yeah, newest discovery right now, Bone Thugs and Harmony and the correlation between Mariah Carey. You know how they have that rapid fire singing on, it's like that rapping when it's on pitch though. You know, and she like kind of Xerox that from them. So I've been listening to a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony for the past week or so. Yeah, I don't predict any of that making the
middle school, high school for me.
To them, I just like kind of knew a lot. But yeah, they're super cool. They played here in Dallas like yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was super crushed that I couldn't see them or meet Drew Barrymore in the Hamptons. That's another story. But yeah.
Well, gentlemen, as we wrap up here, how do we get a hold of you guys online? Pick up the music, everything.
www.haqeem.com. Haqeem. To differentiate us from the rest of the Hakeems in the world. It's an insanely popular name, and in part my real name. But our name now, Haqueem, or Twitter at the same handle, Haqueem, Instagram, Haqueem, Snapchat, etc. You're bound to be able to reach and contact each and every one of us. We're soon going to start branching out into individual interviews. That way we can each talk about Haqeem from our perspective and what we're doing.
Awesome.
To like us on Facebook, look for Haqeem, Haqueem. You'll see our beautiful four faces on the cover photo, and just go ahead and like us on Facebook.
Wearing the same jacket. For the rest of the tour, wearing the same jacket.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to play some of your music. I appreciate you being with us today.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk soon. Haqeem with us today here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program, coast to coast and border to border on TuneIn, iTunes, or Radio Loyalty. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got more coming up.
Hey guys, cooking's never been one of your strengths. In fact, the only time you see a stove is when you pass out in the kitchen, right? Well, now there's a whole new set of cookware that'll make you a 5-star chef. It's Porningware Cookware. Porningware Cookware features scantily clad women in various lewd poses all around the rim of their pots and pans. Sounds fun already, doesn't it? But just wait till you add water and it comes to a boil. Yes, those jeans and negligés start to evaporate. Now you'll actually look forward to cooking up a plain old box of KD. Yeah! Porningware Cookware comes in various motifs, like mostly medieval, down on the farm, Amsterdam Gold, just to name a few. Porningware Cookware. Now somebody really is in the kitchen with Liza, and Amanda, and Paprika, and Jasmine, and, well, you get the point.
Pawn and wear cookware be available at What's Cooking, The Smut Hut, Table Dance Mania, and Kreski's.
Kreski's? What's that?
The Jiggy Jaguar radio program every afternoon on the network, coast to coast and border to border. Keep up with Jiggy online at jiggyjaguar.com.
Back here on our big broadcast, we're going to go to Royal Empire here in a few moments. We are going to pull him up on the old Skype already there. We have got to get, of course, with Skype, you have to do minor adjustments. And we will be doing minor adjustments here before we bring Royal Empire Productions in with us here on the old Skype-a-rooney. And once again, we have 2 in a row, people who know what the hell they're doing with Skype. This is fantastic. And you've got proper lighting. I can see you. It is amazing. Because for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but sometimes when we do Skype calls on this show, which we love doing the Skype calls because nobody else is doing them, the fact that people just, like, I had Mark Torian, I always throw him under the bus, but I had Mark Torian from Soulfly call me one time from a dark room. I'm like, what are you doing calling me from a dark room? This is Skype. Okay, we've got Robert Morgan with us today from Royal Empire. How are you, sir?
How are you guys doing? Thanks for having us on today.
Now, besides knowing technology, give us a little bit of background on yourself, my friend.
Well, we are an adult production company based out of Orlando and Tampa, Florida. We've been in the industry about 5 years now.
Wow.
5 years now. We're about ready to release our 9th DVD called Body Art Volume 1. So that's 19th of next month.
That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. We got Ophelia Rain on that. We got Callie Carter on that. Amelia Dyer, Raquel Roper. The list goes on and on.
Now, you've been doing this. What you mentioned that this is your 9th release,
right?
Tell us a little bit about the journey that has taken place with these other 8 releases.
Well, I've always wanted to be in the adult industry, so I knew I wanted to get a deal, a distribution deal. So I started putting it out first, so people can go to our website to buy them. It's RoyalEmpireStore.com. But we have Mouth Hugs Volume 1, Mouth Hugs Volume 2.
Mouth Hugs, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome title, by the way. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, my friend. Go ahead.
No. You're all right. The Chronicles of Father Morgan. We got the Sadie Santana DVD. We got Breaking Bad Handjobs 1, Volume 1. We got Breaking Bad Handjobs Volume 2. Ebony POV handjobs, Taboo family handjobs. So list goes on.
That is fantastic. Now you guys started. We've got a great guest with us today. Robert Morgan of Royal Empire Productions joins us, and you can find them on Twitter, Royal Empire XXX or Robert Morgan XXX. He started shooting videos in August 11th of 2012. What led you to pick up a camera and start shooting videos, Robert?
You know, I've always been in the film industry. I have a background. I have a degree in telecommunications. I've worked in mainstream, and now I'm in the adult production industry. But the way I got into the adult industry is when I first got to Florida, I answered an ad saying adult videographers wanted for adult convention. And I told myself I could do that. Printed up some business cards. Went to the event, lo and behold, the event Fetish Con. And then from there,
we've heard a lot about this Fetish Con. So I'm glad that your first experience was there. So that is fantastic. I didn't mean to step on you, my friend. Go ahead, keep going. You said Fetish Con, and a door opened in my head. like we're kind of.
I passed out business cards, and models wanted to know. So.
Well, I'll tell you that this is the thing that I find amazing with the fact that you've been able to put together a heck of a deal here. I find it also funny but yet sad at the same time. You have a degree in telecommunications, as do I, and we're not in the radio industry. We're both in two different industries.
I've been in radio. I've done internships with radio stations and been interns for radio stations and TV stations, and I just like the adult industry better.
Well, and also, which, you know, I hate to, you know, because I seem to do this on this show a lot. I beat the shit out of the radio industry. You're in an industry that's thriving. The adult industry's actually making money, whereas Clear Channel and the boys haven't made a profit in 4 years, 5 years, something like that. So you're in an industry that's making money. The one thing that I find really great about the adult film industry, we've got Robert Morgan with us today of Royal Empire Productions, is that you can apply, like you've been doing, you applied your skills. You had video skills, you had audio skills, and you have applied them to the adult film industry. That is an amazing process. Now, you launched a membership site in late 2015. What was that like? What was some of the headaches you had to go through on that? Because I'm assuming you had to figure out a way to do the PayPal, the credit cards, all the stuff.
First of all, when you're launching a site, I wanted to have at least 80 scenes on my site before I launched it, so I could have variety for my members.
Yeah.
So after I got the 80 scenes, then I had to get credit card processing. I had to go through a bank that was okay with adult material, adult content. So I actually went with a bank in the Netherlands, actually.
Wow.
So they do all my credit card processing there, and they just, whenever I get a customer or whenever I get a payout, they just direct deposit it into my account.
Yeah. Well, that is amazing. We've got Robert Morgan with us today, Royal Empire Productions. He joins us today here on our broadcast. Royal Empire Productions, a little bit about these folks. They're where reality meets fantasy. The studio's origins reflect this idea, with an average guy getting into erotica and creating the next big reality porn company. And you can get more information, royalempireproductions.com. And you guys have got a lot of great DVDs out there. When we were out at the Adult Video News Awards convention out there in Vegas in January, I heard a lot of folks talking about the death of the DVD, and then I heard a lot of folks talking about the fact that the death of the DVD is not a real thing. People are still buying DVDs. Where do you come down on that side of the coin, and where, like for instance, with your membership site, doing different things with some of the new media?
I don't think DVD is dead. I mean, look at mainstream Hollywood. If DVD sales were dead, they wouldn't produce DVDs anymore.
Yes.
I mean, there's different outlets now. You have the Red Box, you have videos on demand, but I don't think it's dead. That's why I wanted to get into the DVD market, because there's people out there that don't understand how to get on a membership site but they understand, I can buy this DVD and I can take it home and put it in my DVD player and watch it.
Yes.
So if you have that kind of a market, I don't think the DVD market is going anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's always going to be there. So in my opinion, when mainstream Hollywood stops producing DVDs, then it will be dead. But until that point, DVDs are very much alive.
Well, and see that you've made an excellent point there, because I have conversations with folks that are professional wrestling fans, and they talk about how, why does WWE produce DVDs when they have their network? And it's like, there are some people who don't know how to get on the WWE network. They have to have DVDs. So that's an excellent way of explaining that. Thank you for doing that, because there are so many people that I talk to in the adult film industry that will talk about the death of the DVD, and they're like, well, we're not even producing DVDs, we're just going online anymore. You're trying to make sure that you get all of your market. You're not cutting your market share off.
Right. I mean, if you just stop producing DVDs, I mean, you're missing out on a market. When I go to, conventions, like Exoticas, AVNs, and have a booth, people come and buy my DVDs, so I know that they're getting them and enjoying them at home.
Yeah.
That's a big share. My membership site does well, but it's for a different audience. It's for people that understand how to get online and join the site.
Yeah.
If you don't understand that, you can take a DVD home. So
that like I said, that you've explained that perfectly, and that I think is a cool way of doing things. Do you see a lot of your, I don't know if you want to call them competition. Do you see a lot of I guess your peers in the adult film industry giving up on the DVD in droves because they think that everybody's doing membership sites and everything's moved online, or is that not such a big deal? Is it kind of made a bigger deal in the media, and a few companies saying, we're not doing DVDs anymore?
No, I think some people have stopped doing DVDs because they are a lot of work. I mean, you got to do the box covers, you got to build the menus. I mean, doing DVDs is a lot of work if you know how to do it. The average person doesn't know how to put a DVD together. I mean, but if you do, I think it's valuable for market shares.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a membership site, and that works great, but I also like going to the conventions and selling DVDs. That's a big part of interacting with the fans.
Yeah.
There's a DVD I forgot to mention. It's the Sadie Santana DVD.
Yes.
I've worked with her exclusively. She's a great Sadie Santana. You can go check that out at our DVD store at www.royalempirestore.com. She's great, so you should check that out.
We talked with her at the AVNs in Vegas in January. She is got so much energy.
Oh, yeah.
She is all over the place, and she's always got a smile on her face. I don't think she ever has a bad day.
Lady is great. She was actually signing for me last AVN. She'll be signing for me this AVN.
Yeah.
We'll be at Exotica, New Jersey as well. So, looking forward to that. And you'll be able to purchase Body Art Volume 1 at either on our website, or if you can't wait till Exotica, go to our website to do that.
Now, we've got a great guest with us today, Robert Morgan of Royal Empire Productions. Let's discuss the good and the bad of content adult creating. We kind of touched a little bit on that there as far as the behind the scenes with making DVDs. And I know just from my years in doing TV with Access TV, and then working with some of the different pro wrestling companies here in Kansas making their DVDs, I understand it is a nightmare to make a DVD.
Oh,
but, like you were saying, people are still buying them. So I'll go through the nightmare.
Right. When you can go to Target and walk through their electronics department and you don't see DVDs, that's when I'll stop making mine.
That's an amazing way of doing things. Now, let's discuss a little bit more of content, of making content in the adult space. There is a lot going on. You mentioned your membership sites and video on demand and things of that nature. Let's start with some of the good parts of making content in the adult space. What are some different things you've noticed over the years, and that you've been able to do that at the end of the day you can smile and say, hey, this is why I'm in the adult film business?
Well, I'll tell you, we have a DVD, Chronicles of Father Morgan.
Yeah.
I play a Catholic priest in that who has to tame my sons and their wicked ways to get them back to Christ.
Yes.
So that came to me, and when that came to me, I was like, this is going to be a home run. I mean, it has a great storyline. It's kind of taboo, kind of risque. People can get behind it. I mean, it's one of our best-selling DVDs. So when you have a good storyline that you know people can connect with,
yeah,
I mean, I think that's where people will pick up your product. I mean, the content we produce, we try to be more realistic. Like, people can get behind, like, scenarios that could actually happen to you.
Yes, and I've noticed that watching some of your stuff as far as getting prepared for the interview today. That is one thing I noticed. You guys do a lot of realistic scenes.
Right.
It's not something that I've seen a lot of adult film videos, and there are so many scenarios in there where you're like, this will never happen ever.
Right. Right, but the average person could pop in one of our DVDs or go to our membership site and say, you know what? That could actually happen to me.
Yeah.
I can relate to that scene. And that's where we're going with it. We want to be relatable towards people so they can get behind our content.
Yeah. Well, I know that with a coming into the adult film world from the telecommunications world and radio and TV, you have a little bit different of an advantage over some of these cats in the porn world who are porn first, telecommunications second.
Right.
What are some things that you've brought into the table that your peers in the adult film industry have been like, oh my God, that's amazing. I can't believe that we've done porn as long as we have without that.
When I produce content, I stress out about it. Like, I want it to be perfect for the consumer. Like, I go through and color correct my stuff. I watermark it.
Wow.
I make sure you can't see any of the lights or light stands, things like that. You know, you're not going to be watching a scene and the boom's not going to hang down low. And make sure production value is there.
You're like the Vince McMahon of the adult film world.
I'm trying.
Because all the stuff you're talking about, he does the exact same thing. When you watch WWE, you don't see camera people.
Right.
And I've watched some porn, my friend, that you see everything you've talked about.
And with our product, we're trying to give it to you that it's a higher end product that people can get behind.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't like it myself, I mean, I will put it out, but I try to, 95% of the time, I try to make it 100%.
Yeah. And that is excellent. We've got a great guest with us today, Robert Morgan of Royal Empire Productions. Check out RoyalEmpireProductions.com. And you got into the industry, being completely new to the industry. You talked about some of the different hurdles. Tell me a little bit about some of the other hurdles that you encountered coming in and producing videos and making your way through the adult film industry.
Well, here was a challenge. Like, I'm a Florida producer.
Yeah.
But wanted to work with more LA models. So I had to go to a lot of the LA events like not FetishCon, but Exoticas and AVN. Yeah. And I had to network with all the talent agencies. So when I called them up, they would be like, okay, we'll book with your company.
Yeah.
So now I can call up Shy from VIP Connect in book her models. I can book with Society 15. I can book with pretty much all of them. But that was a hurdle getting from there to there.
Yeah.
I mean, when I started shooting Sadie, she opened a lot of doors for me because when I'm from Orlando, so I fly in models from LA to work with me. So I pay for their flight, their hotels, I pay the rates, but I don't just do that. I make it an experience for them. I take them out to eat, I wine them and dine them. I want them to
That's awesome.
want to come back to shoot with us. And when they get back to LA, I want them to be like, you know what, you should really give this guy, this production company a shot because they're great to work with. So, bridging the gap between Orlando and LA, that has been a challenge.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and you're kind of like a college football coach when you when you've got these models and you're recruiting them. You're taking them out and you're wining them and dining them and you're treating them right, and they'll come back and shoot with you. That I think is just amazing.
Well, see, the reason why I'm so good with that is because let's say I were to go to your hometown and you flew me out to there.
Yeah.
I hope you don't put me in a hotel that you yourself wouldn't stay at.
Yes.
You know, I hope you don't bring me to a restaurant that you yourself on your own time won't go there. And so that's what I value. I won't put them in a hotel that I won't stay at. I won't bring them to a restaurant that I won't eat at myself. I mean, I'm honest. I try to be really honest with these models. That's how you build a personal relationship with them.
That's how you build the relationship and put everything together. That is just fantastic. We've got a great guest with us today, Robert Morgan of Royal Empire Productions. We've got a little bit more time with him before we let him go for today. I appreciate you making a lot of time for us today and chatting with us.
No. Now, I really appreciate you having me on.
Now, you putting your spin on things and being able to shoot a certain way. Have you been able to bring, along with your DVDs and your upcoming releases, have you been able to do different things that other companies are not doing? Is that the goal? What is the goal when you're putting out some of your material?
My goal is to make sure it connects with the fans.
Yeah.
But we're thinking towards the future, and I do want to get into virtual reality.
Aha.
Entertainment. I think that's going to be the next bubble. So I'm getting geared up to being able to shoot that. But that's couple months away.
Yeah.
Maybe a year away. But I think that's the next step, being more interactive with people. But my overall goal, every time I put out a scene, I'm just like, will this connect with the fans? You know, I critique it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's a product. It's a product that I want the consumers to be like, that's really cool. I really like that. Yeah. This company puts a lot of production value into their product.
Well, and that is the thing, is that you guys are putting a lot of value into what you're doing. Now, Robert, I know that just from talking to you here and doing my research on you and the different things that your PR company has sent me, you're on the cutting edge of things. You see things 50 miles down the road, which is amazing. Do you think that the porn industry is going to take advantage of this thing, this Pokemon thing that's going on? Is there going to be a porn equivalent of Pokemon Go?
They should. Somebody should invent something like you can catch porn stars in each city. Exotic porn stars, you know. They should definitely, somebody should invent that.
Yeah, because this is the biggest thing right now. And I see so many marketing opportunities that are going out the window. You know, bars could be saying that they're a Pokestop and come in and get your Pokemon and get a free drink. And
right.
I'm like, the porn industry needs to jump on this. And,
Exactly.
And just by the way that you've been talking about all the different things that you've done and making all the different ways, I thought if anybody's going to do anything like this, it's probably going to be somebody like you.
I would love to jump on that. Making an app or an app like that takes a lot of work.
Yes.
And so somebody should, because that would be a game I would play.
Yeah. Because you like you were saying, you'd be able to catch, in every city across the country, you'd be able to catch a porn star.
Yep. Who wouldn't play that game?
Exactly. Who wouldn't sign up for that?
I mean, go to your you can make a porn shop.
Yep.
And people can go in there and buy DVDs and.
Yes. See, you're getting it. By the time we get off the phone here, you'll have the whole idea put together.
Oh yeah, this whole Pokemon Go thing, that's really opened the doors for a lot of marketing.
Yeah. Now with the marketing, I guess that's where we'll finish up today with you, my friend. With the marketing part of it, I know that due to the fact of your years in radio and TV and having that education, what have you done as far as the marketing to I guess go outside the box away from what maybe more traditional pornography companies are doing in the adult film space? What exactly have you done to get the word out and to make things work that nobody else is doing?
Well, I do a number of things. So let's say my body art DVD. I shoot DVD promos with the model. I do an X-rated one, and I do a PG-13 one where I can put it on YouTube. And the X-rated one, I put it on all the Pornhub channels to get traffic to the site.
Awesome.
I do shoot a video profile of the models. Basically, they come down, they sit, they tell who they are, how they got in the business, what companies they like to shoot with. And then I also put that on my YouTube channel, and I link it to my DVD studio. So if you go to my DVD studio, you'll be able to click on the list of video profiles and get to know, like Draven Star. We have her up there. We have Thelia Rain. You can go and check her out. Who her first shoot was, Eva Quinn, Raquel Roper. The different things like that I think people are not doing. That's why I'm trying to do it. It gives me something else to market with, to get my name out there.
That's amazing.
I do a lot of forums. I blog a lot.
Yeah.
I try to put out 3 blogs a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
I do things on Reddit. I tweet a lot. I've tweeted about us doing this radio interview.
Yeah.
We Facebook. We do all social media markets that will have our kind of content.
Now, how do you? I guess my final question here. You are just so fascinating to talk to. I'm gonna have to have you back, my friend.
Well, I appreciate that.
How do you deal with the Facebook situation? Because I know when we went to the AVNs, we talked to numerous, whether it was producers, talent, what have you, in the adult space, and they all talked about Twitter, and a lot of them said, I don't even do Facebook. I stay the hell away from Facebook. And I'm like, you should, there's got to be a way to reach out on Facebook without reaching out on Facebook. So how are you doing it?
Well, I like Facebook because I do get a lot of interaction. I do everything PG-13 on Facebook.
That's awesome.
And everything like X-rated or anything like that, I put it on Tumblr or Twitter. So if you want to see all that, you can go to those 2 social media outlets. But everything is all PG-13 friendly on Facebook. And also on Instagram. Instagram is great. Everything's PG-13. You get hits from that. People love it.
Well, that's amazing. Well, I definitely will have to have you back, my friend. Check out the upcoming releases. All that information is available RoyalEmpireProductions.com. Also, check out RoyalEmpireStore.com. And you're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You're all over the place, my friend. And Robert Morgan's been our guest today. Robert, it's been a pleasure and an honor, and I definitely will talk to you soon. I'd love to have you back here in the next couple months, my friend, if you got the time.
Oh, I would love to be back. Thank you for having us. Big shout out to Sadie Santana.
Yes.
Big shout out to Star Factory PR. Thank you again for having us back, or on.
Well, I'm definitely going to have you back. So, see, you're one of these guys. You see 50 steps down the road. You're already thinking about the second interview. It's fantastic,
right,
Robert.
Right.
Well, thank you, sir, and enjoyed the conversation. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Definitely. You
Bye.
too. Thank you, brother. Robert Morgan with us today here on the old Skype-a-rooney. And we are going to take a time out. And when we come back, we will endeavor to get a hold of Josh Pierce. We've got more coming up here on our big program, the Sunday edition, the Radio Xenu edition. And my music needs to play. Got more coming up.
He called me at home, and he said he had about $2 million in drug money, and he needed to launder it immediately.
She was very understanding of my problem. She said it was something she was trained to handle.
Well, I could tell by the way he was talking. It was definitely something that couldn't wait until morning.
It was all in 50s and 100s, so she says, meet me at the back entrance in half an hour.
He even offered me a deal on some coke. So I explained our liberal shipment financing customer protection policy.
International Launderers Bank and Trust, where professionals around the world stash their money.
He wanted to chop up a gram, so I showed him how to use his ATM card.
Well, Joey, looks like we're up the creek. What do you know? I forgot my paddle. Guess we're just gonna have to make out.
Clinton, I know your overactive hormones are controlling your libido-driven behavior, but we need to do some serious issue resolution first.
Man, Joey, I love how you use big words and make speeches totally inappropriate for a teenager. Let's get it on.
I'm sorry, Clinton, but I need an honest answer first. Would you rather be here with Jen?
Honest answer? Hello? Do you realize who you're talking to? Whoops, look what just fell out of my pants.
Clinton!
Back to the Jiggy Jaguar radio show on the network.
The Clintons are not honest, but that's fine. We are going to endeavor to call our next guest here on the Skype. We're going to see if they pick up the telephone. The telephone. Josh Pierce is going to be with us here in a few moments. And he is not there. Call failed. Let's try the video. Let's try the video. I don't like my video in there. Can I get rid of my video? Is that possible? Can I not show video? Video is turned off. Your video is turned off. Good. Because I don't like my video. 37 minutes after the hour, by the way, Radio Xenu, Jiggy Jaguar app. Available in the App Store, jiggyjaguar.us. Stream the show live, 24/7 replay, exclusive news, programming information, all available on our app. jiggyjaguar.us. jiggyjaguar.com. If you want to go over there and see what's going on. jiggyjaguar.com. That's the place to be. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of that means. What does any of that mean? I don't know what any of that means. Great interview today. 2 good ones when I didn't think... Oh. 2 good ones when I thought we were only going to have 1 good one. What is this? Scratch Tuesday has tagged us in something. I don't know what this is. We've been tagged in something on Scratch Tuesday. Maya Payne is going to be with us here in a few moments. In fact, we need to get a hold of Maya Payne. Maya Payne. Maya Payne, I believe is how you pronounce the lady's name. The lady's name, the grease man. Because I'm the grease man. Well, what a doodle. I'm going to be speaking. What a doodle. You know, if I was going to run for president, I would have the grease man be my... I would have the grease man be my VP. I would invite the grease man to be my VP. He would be there. He would be there. He would make things happen. Now, of course, if anybody knows anything about the grease man, they know he is extremely racist. He is. I don't know if I could find any grease man clips. Let's see if we can find the grease man. Because there's a lot of people that listen to this show who don't know who the grease man is.
Is this my car? State Farm knows.
No, it is not your car, honey. The grease man. Grease Manelli, yeah. Let's see here. Grease man. The grease man did an interest. Robin discusses how she almost worked with the grease man. What? I gotta listen to that sometime. Here is a 1992 California air check video of the.
I'm working for the Clint Eastwood film, in Line of Fire.
Oh yeah, what do you do? What do you do in the Clint Eastwood movie?
What do you do in
the Clint Eastwood
movie?
Setting up the stuff down here.
So you mean Clinton doesn't dump on a bed? They light up 6 bags, and he runs like hell across all 6 movies, and there's 6 different cameras on 6 different rooftops.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're shooting a rooftop scene today. Guy called in yesterday. He was saying how bad he looked, and how. I'm down here working with him live, man. The guy looks great for his age. He's in top shape. We did the motorcade scene. The man was running all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man looks good. It looks real good as far
Man,
as
that's good. I'd have to jump on the sideboard. Just hang on to the rear view.
It's a tough bit.
Yeah, the grease man there. Let's see what this is. 94 WYSP.
WYSP HD1 Philadelphia. Rocking the Delaware Valley for almost 40 years. 94 WYSP.
I tell you what, it's a thrill for me to be back on WYSP. Just saying the call letters makes me tingle right down to my dingles. Yeah, it's the Grease Man back again to say bye-bye to a little moment in history. WYSP. God dog it. Man, call letters. It's every boss jock in America would aspire to be on this station, and I'm proud to say that my tuchus was compact and naugahyde for about 3.5 years here. It was great. Great. I mean, just thinking of the memory. And you know what I like about Philadelphia? They said, grease-free associate with your memories of Philadelphia. Well,
the grease man. So that is the grease man. Maya Payne. Let's see if we can find her. Maya Payne. Let's try to call her. Let's try to call her on the old Skype. Maybe she'll pick up the phone. The grease man. Grease Manelli. Nope. Should pick up the phone. Let's try this again. Maya Payne. Search for Maya Payne. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Nope, didn't work. Live radio. Let's try this one. I just don't know anymore. 43 minutes after the hour. Coast to coast and border to border. Tune in iTunes or the LOLC. Let's see. Let's try Josh Pierce again. Josh Pierce. Let's see. Where is Josh Pierce? I'm going to try this again. You're going to try Josh Pierce. Okay, let's try him again here. Oh, it's fantastic. The world of Skype. I'm not going to play this game for the rest of the show. I just told him I would call him on Skype audio if he if he can't. I just it's Skype and I hate it. I hate it. We're gonna try to call him on Skype. Copy selection. Let's try to call him on the old thing here. See if he picks the... That, of course, is the Skype audio. You can call regular telephones through Skype, and so that's what we're attempting to do, is call from the traditional telephone, because it's much better audio. There we are. How are you, sir?
I'm doing just fine, brother. Having a hard time getting Skype to cooperate.
Hey, it is... Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's horribly bad. So in this case today, it was horribly bad. I had a guest on earlier that we couldn't get the Skype to work either, and they were calling me and I was calling them, and then finally they got me and I could see them and they could hear me, but I couldn't hear them. But it doesn't matter. We've got you now. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
Of course, my name is Josh. I am the guitarist, background vocalist from Gravel Switch. I'm here with the rest of my guys, Seth, our lead singer, Cam Bryan, our bass player, and Harley Wilson, who plays drums.
Now, tell me a little bit about Gravel Switch. How did you guys get started, and how did you guys get going with this whole thing?
I initially kind of got started with a few different guys, roughly around 2002, probably. Throughout the years, it was just a whole lot of playing and trying to scrap up any money we could along the way to keep feeding the machine. And
yeah,
about 2009, me and Seth finally got together for the band, and since then it's really just been steamrolling its way forward. It's really all I know to tell you on that one.
Well, you guys have been making a lot of noise. Tell us a little bit about how the band got started and what you guys have planned.
Well, we've been lucky enough to get hooked up with Scott from Seven Monkeys management group.
Yes.
And he's been trying to help us push some stuff on the radio, helping us get into some different areas that we haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
Future plans is to get back in the studio hopefully this fall, drop another record, and we're hopefully just going to run the roads and see if everybody likes it.
Just going to make things happen. Now, Gravel Switch with us today here on Skype Audio, here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program, coast to coast and border to border, 49 minutes after the hour. And you guys have been making a lot of noise. Tell us a little bit about just some of the backgrounds of some of the different players in the group.
This is Seth. We've kind of merged together two or three different bands from here around local that other bands have kind of fell apart and members have dropped out, and now we're probably the best that we've ever been. We're the strongest group of talented musicians pretty much that we've ever been able to get. Just writing music right now, playing shows. It's the band that has evolved naturally, pretty much. A lot of work, but it all felt pretty natural.
That's pretty cool. We've got Gravel Switch with us today. They join us live here on RadioZenu.com, and you guys are very much involved in social media. Tell us how how people can correspond with you and be involved with social media with you guys.
Absolutely. We try to keep in touch as much as we can because we don't have the means to travel, so we try to keep everything open on social media. First and foremost, we've got gravelswitchband.com, which will have links to all of our accounts, our Twitter page, our online merch store, our Instagram, our Facebook pages. Obviously, if there's a social media outlet, we're pretty much trying to utilize it the best that we can to reach as many people as possible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, going out there and doing the music thing and making music and doing all that, what's been some of the different struggles you guys have had?
Oh, God. Mainly the main struggle that we've ever had, it's not been dedication from the band, but dedication from some members. Life has happened. We've been at this a little over a decade. People have grown up, had changes in course, changes in personal life. Lucky to say that every member that has came and went from Gravel Switch, which I think we're at about 15 members right now that have been in the band before. We're all still on really good terms with everybody. Everybody's still friends. Nobody parted ways badly, but it's just been a struggle to keep people focused and keep everybody's mind going in the same direction.
Yeah. We've got Gravel Switch with us today. They join us live here on Radio Xenu, and fantastic musical artists. Now, you guys have got some management. You're going out there and making some things happen. Any big plans for the summer as far as tours or anything?
Not really touring per se right now. We're full for the summer on our weekends and stuff like that. Hopefully, hopefully as of right now it's mostly regional, Kentucky, Tennessee, Southern Indiana. But hopefully we're going to start spreading out a little bit more. We're not afraid of travel. It's just some things were offered to us here close, and we couldn't really pass them up, so it's kind of hindered our our further away travels.
Now,
We're ready.
go ahead. I didn't mean to step on you, my friend. Go ahead.
We're definitely ready to get back out on the road and put some more miles under us, but ready to get back into the Chicago area and back into Des Moines and stuff like that for sure. We've got a lot of good friends out there and love playing music for those people. Just trying to keep the roads hot, keeping everybody excited about what we've got going on.
Gravel Switch joins us today here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. It is Radio Xenu time, and each and every Sunday we bring you music artists. We bring you, as we talked earlier before we got Gravel Switch on, we had porn stars on. We didn't exactly have a porn star on. He's just making porn. But we always try to do very interesting programming here. And in fact, next Sunday on this broadcast, we've got a few bands lined up, but we also have a woman who works and manufactures and markets sex toys. So next week will be very entertaining, and there is a rumor she might be sending me some free samples. I don't know what do you do with free samples of sex toys? But Gravel Switch with us today here on our big program. Now, you guys mentioned social media. You guys mentioned a lot of the different music sites. What's been some of the reaction to some of your music?
Everybody that has heard it has either really enjoyed it or they've been really good at lying to us and telling us that they have.
That's awesome.
Nobody's ever really give us much.
Been real good at lying. Negative. I've never heard a band say that before, but they were real good at lying to us that they liked our music. Now, when you guys play out and play around the area, what are some of the different places and some of the different venues that you guys will play your music at?
It's mostly small bars in our regional area here in South Central Kentucky. We play the Spillway in Bowling Green. We play the Square Lounge in Somerset. We play Billiards Club in Louisville. That's just a couple of the ones that we hit on a month-to-month basis. We play the Trixie's Entertainment Center in Louisville as well. Going to be doing a show with Bobaflex in September there.
That's awesome. We've chatted with Bobaflex in the past. Those guys are pretty kick-ass. That's going to be a good show for you guys.
They are very kick-ass, and they are. It seems. I think they're actually based now out of the Columbus area, and which is not very far from us. So hopefully, get some more shows like that hooked up.
That's that's pretty cool. Now, when you guys start putting things together musically, what's the writing process like for the band?
Writing wise, it usually consists of me kind of brewing up an idea on guitar and just sitting down late at night, the rest of the family's in bed, and start working out some little riff ideas, and realistically the next day I'll jump in the shower and have that go through my head, and I'll just start humming and jump out and start writing some words down. It usually goes pretty quick from there.
Now, does the what's the writing style, and what's the band's music like? If you had to compare it to different genres, how would you compare you guys?
I definitely think we fall just considered hard rock, but you never know what you're going to get at a Gravel Switch show either. And we'll play, obviously our own stuff. If we're going to cover songs, it could be Kill Switch Engage, and 3 songs later, it could literally be the Kentucky Headhunters. So we just have, whatever we like, and we're going to play it.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, Gravel Switch joins us today here in our broadcast. Before we let you guys go, how do we connect with you online and social media and all that?
You can catch us on Facebook. Just look up Gravel Switch. You'll find us. there's actually 2 or 3 different versions of that page, but we have access to each and every one of them. All the fans can hit us there. You can hit us up on Reverb Nation and Twitter. Again, just search Gravel Switch. You're going to find us. Instagram, and at all of these places you look us up, we actually personally manage each one of these pages. So if somebody out there wants to send us a message, comment, questions, whatever it might be, you're not going to get some type of automated message, and there's nobody sitting at a desk doing it for us. You will personally talk to one of the guys from the band.
That's awesome. That's awesome, because there are so many Facebook pages that are automated. I have to say, you guys are doing something that not a lot of bands are doing. So be proud of yourselves, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Because that is quite the feat. Because I don't know a lot of the bands anymore. They don't talk to their people for whatever reason. I don't know what that is, but they don't. Before we let you guys go, what's plans for towards the end of the year here?
Plans for the end of the year is finish out our 3rd album, get in the studio, and we've got 4 or 5 more songs to get recorded. We're going to be releasing a DVD of our upcoming show, July 30th. It's going to be an acoustic storytellers style show, where we'll be sitting down and giving backgrounds to our songs. We've let the fans make our set list for us over a online voting poll, and we've got our set list now. So we're going to be finish putting that together and release a DVD of that by the end of the year. Hopefully release the album, provided that we can get it completed. And that's pretty much it. Just keep grinding and keep playing music.
Well, good stuff. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being with us today, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming on.
So much, man.
Appreciate it, gentlemen. We'll talk soon. Gravel Switch with us today. That will wrap it up here on Radio Xenu for the Sunday radio program. And coming soon, we're going to be talking with all sorts of different people. This was a very entertaining day, and we will put all the videos and everything up on our